Channel. Welcome, my friends, to this excellent live stream. The doors are open. Come on in. Get yourself a drink, your favorite cup of coffee, favorite snacks. Let's hang out for a while, talk about our air guns. Check out what's going on YouTube with all of our air gun friends. We break for squirrel. How are you, my friend? Great seeing you here. Thank you for being here today, my friend. How have you been? Seen you in Maccabee's premiere earlier. May 98. My sister, how are you? Welcome to this stream. It's where you guys, it's all about you guys. All about what your lives are, what y'all doing, how the air gunning world's treating y'all, how it's treating us, and what's going on in it. I pray that everybody's having a good day. Ah, I hear you, Meme. I hear you. It breaks us every month. My audio okay? Video okay? Am I 5x5? So where's Mr. DG Outdoors? My brother said he would be here today. Very good, very good. Thank you, Meme. Busy at the moment. Okay, all right. Well, when you guys get a chance, hang on out with us. I think we can go down on that volume of that elevator music a little bit. Yeah, I was playing my audio tracks, from the radio station, the K-Love. I got a strike. They struck me out. My last video, I guess I had a copyright violation. They booted my video. Oh well. Live and learn. We live and learn. So let's get into what is going on in the airgun world today. We've seen Maccabee's premiere, which I got right here. I think we'll go ahead and play that for him again here on the live stream. Everybody's seen it. You all seen it. Did you see that yet, Meme? But you guys don't really watch Maccabee, do you? Let me get this shared. Hold on. Yeah, almost there. Hang with me. There's Maccabee. Let me remove that out of the audio. Okay. All right. Well, let's let us do this. Watch his premiere.
To see what's behind me, it's about to be a good day. Anytime when I get to have the golden rays of the morning sun on my
I'd like to
face
go
and
out
know
there
that
with him,
there's probably
shoot
less than a
long
handful of
range.
people within 5 crow flies miles of me. I know it's going to be a good day, guys. Let's get right into it. What is up, guys? Mac Speed coming at you. Great day out here in Northern California at the long distance range. Got targets set up at both 50 and 100 yards, and I've got the hats on blitz that failed us 2 failures ago. I don't have a trigger reset.
I love that scope cam.
Again, I don't have a trigger reset. Is this a magazine issue? Can I dry fire it? This is the one that we adjusted at the range on the fly, turned it up too hot and couldn't get full auto out of it. I've gone ahead and done some tuning to this rifle off camera over the last couple of weeks, and I do think that I've gotten this thing back to the point where it's going to continuously and reliably run in fully automatic. I do want to test that today, and I have the Cronny out here, as well as some ammunition that I know to be accurate, so that hopefully with the puzzle pieces of the velocity and the weight of the ammunition, we can generate a recipe so the rest of you guys can start to tune your blitzes to success. Equally as excited about this one as in the one where I actually ended up accidentally breaking Shooter Steve's blitz. Hopefully we'll be able to get that one running as well, but I think it's going to start off just with going ahead and generating the recipe that makes these things run. Semi-automatic right now currently. Let's see where we're at with the JSB Hades. 50 yards. Velocity and accuracy. Left side target.
Nice.
649 velocity. 649. We're going to go ahead and lay 5 shots down on that point, and then we're going to go ahead and see what we can do at full auto.
I'm glad he got that thing working again.
.654. 647. 651. So pretty much an average of 650 right out of the gate. JSB Hades. Let's flip the fun switch.
Target.
Done. It's like an apprehensive moment for me. Anxiety. Wow, you know, it's like, is this thing gonna chooch or is it gonna fail me? Let's find out. Squeeze it till it's empty.
Kinda. This is epic.
671 on the final velocity recorded there, and it does look like we were able to successfully dump the mag. That dude took it in center mass too. That was good. Will it continuously do this?
You have to tell the shooter to get a strike, right?
660 final velocity recorded, mag down. 2 empty ones, boys. JSB Hades is some super high quality ammunition to begin with, and this velocity seems to be working with this system. And these brand new mags that I bought, they're just so big, they just barely fit in the breech.
So what is DG up to, man?
Can we do headshots? Seems like we're quite capable, but I also feel like we're starting to run down on our pressure. Let's see where we're at 3 mags in.
I don't know what it was he stroked me on.
Brand new mag, successfully emptied.
Copyright.
This kind of leads me to believe, guys, 654 on that last shot there, just under 200 bar. I am going to top this thing back up. Look at 4 mags.
Well, I'm glad he got it working again.
so far this thing hasn't missed a beat. 4 magazines in, 150 bar. Oh, close the bleed valve, it'll fill better. Appears like my little tank here is down to about 220 bar. Seems to be good enough to run the rifle though.
Well, let's check something out here. There's a couple other. I'm glad Maccabee got his blitz working again. See, there's a couple other videos I wanted to go through here. One was this, the PA long range for air guns. There was also one I wanted to play to. All right, I know what I got to do. Okay. Oh. I want to go to, where was I going to go? There he is. There's Mr. Bostic. I wanted to show his video.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Mark. It is Thursday afternoon. It is a interesting kind of gloomy day, but nevertheless,
Mystic
still
22222.
got a couple things on my
My
porch
friend,
today
thank you for
that,
stopping by.
I am going to
Glad to
open
see
up
you.
for us. The very first one is
Watch your Mark Bostic's latest
Did you say Thursday?
unboxing
Thursday.
video.
Oh, good.
It's
Hi.
He
How
received
you guys doing?
his
Working from home.
winning package, his raffle.
So, first package, Amazon Prime. Let's open this up. I'm not even going to pretend to know what this is, but
Yeah, those baby bottles don't hold much air. It probably gives them 4 or 5 top-ups.
I did not expect this. Okay, so this is something I ordered the other day because I thought I needed an offset mount for my scope. What I was experiencing is with the new scope, the ATM.
How's life treating you, Mystic?
It mounts a little bit too far forward, and I found myself in a kind of an uncomfortable position to get the correct eye relief. So I ended up looking for one that has an offset to it, and I found the Monstrum. So to get an offset on a
I want to get one of these
particular scope mount
one-piece offsets.
is one thing. To get them in a high version, because that's the other issue with that scope, is if you have it on a standard ring mount, it puts it too far forward and too low. So I ended up finding the Monstrum Mono offset 30 millimeter tube,
Good.
Picatinny style connection, and yeah, that actually looks nice. I'm interested to see
April
how
in the
that
background.
works. So which means I got to unmount the scope, remount the scope, re-zero the scope, play around. Oh goody, I get to play around. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I got. First package is a scope mount, and I'm excited for that. Yay.
Scrambling to finish
Let's
project.
move on to the second package. Second package is actually from a good friend of ours, Brian from Our Ranch Airgun Fun Channel.
I
Sent me
see.
a package, and it's kind of big. What'd you send here, Brian? Let's take a look at this. It's my cat in the background. And oh yeah, now I remember.
You too, May May.
So Brian sent me couple tins of pellets.
He got all of DG's pellets
This was
and
from his
targets.
raffle. Very cool. And the other thing he sent me is a couple belts and magazines for the Sig Sauer 177. And I guess he was saying something
Mine finally
about
took a
his
piss
no
on
longer
me,
works.
so
His is the MPX, I
I
believe.
figure he
Mine
could
is
use those.
also MPX. And yeah, cool, dude. I could use a couple extra mags. Looks like they come with 2 belts, and there's 2 of those.
Wow.
Very cool. Along in that package was a couple targets from DG Outdoor. And I guess these were given to Brian for his raffle. Very cool. Turkey targets.
Just so everybody
That's
knows,
awesome.
DG sent the
That's
targets
cool.
and
Right on.
those pellets.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, Christine.
What is this? This is kind of the unknown. What'd you do here, Brian? Let's take a look at this. Oh, cool. Looks like a set of spinners.
Oh, that is cool.
Very cool, Brian. Thank you very much. I'll be putting these
Oh,
to
you're very
use.
welcome. I'm glad he won them.
Never have too many spinners, right? All right, guys. That's what I have for you so far today. As always, have a great day, unless, of course, you've made other plans.
Don't make other plans.
Right? Peace out.
April's funny. And those are the boss sticks. What else what other kind of trouble is in here? 50 cal, Seneca, Dragon Claw, first shots at range. I love this gun. I want one of these.
Back in
too.
1957, Townsend Whalen said, "Only accurate rifles."
That short version
Hey everybody, how you doing?
really
This
reminds me of my
is about
Eagle
to be a really
Claw.
fun video. I know that for a fact because today is going to be my first trip to the range with this baby. Let me show you this thing from back to front here. Woo-wee. If that don't get you excited,
I just
don't
wish
know
I had
what
those
will. But
iron sights
if
for
you're
my
not
Eagle Claw.
familiar with this thing, this is the 50 caliber Dragon Claw. It's an air-powered bullet and arrow slinger, and from all of the information I've read on this thing, it is absolutely awesome. There are people hunting big game with this, people shooting incredible like same hole groups with this thing. Again, this is a 50 caliber air rifle. If you've never heard of this thing, the Dragon Claw. I'll show you right there on the side. It says Dragon Claw. How cool is that? We're going to get out to the range, get familiar
12.7
with this thing.
millimeter.
I'm going to bring you guys with me my very first shots out of this thing. This is not your grandpa's brake action or pump. I've actually got a scuba tank that I'm going to use to fill up these 2 tanks right here. Let's go check out the bullets we're going to sling out of this thing and fill this up with air and see what we think about it. A big shout out to Pyramid Air. If you guys don't know about Pyramid Air, or even if you do, go check them out. You guys know where to find the links. That is where we got this 50 caliber Dragon Claw from Pyramid Air. They're the world's oldest and largest air gun seller online. You guys got to go check them out.
I didn't
They
know
have
that.
everything from
Pyramid
the
Air
break
and
action
Air Gun
177s
Depot, I guess,
all the
are
way up to the big bore
collaborated.
stuff. Hunting air
Brother,
rifles
sister,
like this Dragon Claw we
companies.
have for this video. You can see I got a scope on this thing. That's because we've been doing some hunting with this baby, and those videos are coming out soon, so make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for future videos. But go check out Pyramid Air. They've got everything having to do with air rifles, air pistols. They got air Glocks, they got air revolvers, and you would be surprised at how affordable these really are.
Mm-hmm.
I won't tell you how much this Dragon Claw is, but I'm
Right.
telling you, you will be super surprised at how
If it was
inexpensive
affordable,
these
it'd
air
be in my
rifles are.
hand.
And on top of that, you can get them shipped straight to your house, hassle-free, super easy to get them, whole lot of fun, super inexpensive.
That
Y'all go
is,
check out Pyramid Air.
one
I
perk of an
guarantee
air
you,
gun.
you will find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that you absolutely have to get. But y'all go check out Pyramid Air. You know where to find the links. Let's get to the range and send some stuff out of this Dragon Claw.
All right, so check this out. First, we got some round balls here for this thing. 50 caliber, 177 grain round balls. Look at how big that thing is there. Super
Smacked
sweet.
with that one.
Can't wait to try these out. And then, take a look at these. These are 185 grain, a little bit heavier. Look at that, man. If that's not wicked, I don't know what is. That should be awesome. And then, we also have what they call these air bolts. See how it has a little seal there on the end? Put that down in the barrel, and then you can send these air bolts out of there. So we're going to test all this out here real quick today with our first trip at the range and just see how it functions here. But
Left-handed
while we got it out
asking,
here,
we break for squirrel.
little
Did
bit
you get a
closer look
tank
here.
or a bottle?
The Dragon Claw comes with iron sights on it, and it also has dovetail mount where we're going to end up putting a scope on it here eventually.
Hey, welcome, left-handed trigger finger.
Cool. Got that blade out front, and then right here, this is where you fill up the air. On the bottom right there, it's got your air pressure gauge. Green is good, red is bad, yellow means we need more air. So let's go grab the tank
Missed it.
and fill it up with some air, and we get to
Slingshot
slinging them.
channel.
All right, now
Brave.
hook this baby up here.
Demoed.
Has a little
Road
dust
test
cover on
broadside
that thing, so I'm gonna pull that off.
range in a crossbow.
Connect my tank here.
Would be
All right,
interesting
there we've got her
to check it out.
connected.
Yeah, Roger. Right? That would be
my gas
cool.
on here, and I'm gonna watch this gauge here. And it's filling up really quick, so you really want to watch it. Don't goose that nozzle too much.
Hey, you guys, do me a favor. Do our ranch here
barely
a favor, if you
Putting
haven't
some
already.
air in, and I got it
Hit
all
that
the way up
thumbs
to
up
the
for
top
me.
of the green here.
Hit
I'll
that
show
like
you here in a
button if you
second.
haven't already.
I'm gonna release this air pressure.
If you want to
leave
become
the line
part of the
there.
family here, our ranch air gun
And
fun,
Pop it off,
the live streams, go ahead and become a subscriber.
and I'll show you the gauge here.
Nobody likes floppy things. We the People holsters have created a hard, sturdy
hate
belt
floppy
to
things.
keep everything you need safe and secure.
You can see just that little bit. We
Yeah,
got it all the way up to the top of the green there. So let's get up here to the steel range and get some of those 50 cals loaded in here. One thing I will tell you, before you take one of these out to the range, make sure you read that instruction manual from cover to cover, especially if you're brand new to big bore air rifles. You want to make sure that you're following the instructions closely when it comes to filling up the air and loading it and everything. You definitely want to make sure you're doing
Safety
it
first,
right.
safety
This
first.
Dragon Claw holds 3,000 PSI in these tanks. That's a whole lot of pressure. You want to make sure that you're doing it right and going through the procedures and loading it up and everything right. You want to make sure you know how to work this thing. You definitely want to make sure you're being safe, and you definitely don't want to damage your brand new awesome Dragon Claw. So now that we got this air in here, we're ready to go. How you load them up is this little breech loader right here. It's got an O-ring right here, so we're going to load those 50 cal
Hey,
shots
left-handed, yeah.
pellets down in here.
I got my
Make
other
sure we have it
computer
closed
hooked up
all
to
the way
the
back.
Google.
It clicks there,
I mean, not
and then
Google,
we'll
but
be ready to
YouTube.
go.
So I can see you
I've got
through
some
YouTube.
steel up here at about 30
Can't
yards.
see you
We'll
through
try
my
30 yards
OBS,
first.
and I
Let's
still
try
don't
the
know
round
why.
balls. See if we can hit
But
some steel.
I can see you through
Then we'll
the
stretch it
YouTube.
out even a little further, and then I really want to try those arrows in here. I've got my whitetail target up here, so let's check it out. This should be a whole lot of fun. First trip out here
Can you
with my
see
Dragon
a ghost
Claw.
gun? Or is that only for
Just
cats?
using the iron sights for now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
All
well,
right, so I'm gonna grab
I
these
guess if Biden has his way, nobody's going to
round balls first. Let me show you one of those round balls again. 50 caliber round ball. How heavy were these? 177 grainers. So I'll show you again. We'll open up that breech. We'll put it down in there. Make sure that we're closed all the way back past that O-ring. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just try the low power first, that first click. There's the first click. See, I didn't go all the way back. All right, now let's see. At 30 yards, I got an orange piece of steel on the low power now. Safety off. Let's see if I can hit that at 30 yards here with the iron sights. Whoa! Wow! Let's go ahead and send one with the full power now. That was cool. Same thing. Load that back. Now we'll do the full power on this one. All the way back there to the second click. Same piece of steel at 30 yards. Those iron sights worked out pretty good. Sweet. Man, that's a whole lot of fun. Let's send some more. Let's go ahead and go out to 50 yards here with some of those round balls.
I have no
now
idea.
we're going to try some at 50
really
yards.
have no
Again,
idea,
we're just sending these round balls. I got the other camera moved down range
I
to a
get to
different
see them
silhouette.
through my chat on the YouTube
Drop that
side.
round ball in there.
In my
Close
studio.
it back, make sure it clicks. And let's send one each. Low power
the
first at
Restream
50
OBS
yards.
system that I'm running out of doesn't seem to bring those chats up.
Ooh, you can hear that smack, even on low power. Let's try one at high power.
No idea.
Load it in there. This is a round ball again. Close that all the way. Let's go
But
full
he's here,
power.
and that's the important thing.
2 clicks all the
Right,
way
Mystic?
back. See if we can hit that 50
Let
yard
that
steel
trigger
again
for
on
your-
full power this time.
You're our state. You're always welcome here, and I'm glad you're with us.
Man, even at 50 yards way back here, I can see that that lead round ball is taking the paint off of that steel, so it's hitting pretty hard. While we're at it, let me load up some of those, I don't know what you call them, the official name, but some of these bad boys. They've got the, I guess you'd call that a pentagon hole in it. This is the 185 grain, what they're calling PHP. So let's do 2 of these. Actually, real quick, let's check in out on our air gauge. So I've taken 2 low power shots and 2 high power shots, and we're still way up in the top of the grain. So you can probably get 10-20 shots out of this thing before you got to refill it. Let's send some of these at 50 yards quick. These you got to make sure they're headed the right direction. So let's do one on low power first. 1 click. There we go. Same target up there, 50 yards. We might not need a scope for this thing. Got him. Also, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, this has almost no recoil. So incredible. This is shooting out those 50 caliber rounds. Almost no recoil. I put my ears in just to make sure we're being safe, but from the sound of it, honestly, I don't know that you need them, but it's always a good thing to protect your ears. Let's try another one of these. 50 yards, this time on the high power setting, all the way back.
Never know,
See what happens here. Same steel at 50 yards. Man, we're smacking them with those iron sights. I'm probably still going to put the scope on there though. That'll probably help the kids when we take them hunting with this thing to make sure they're on target. When we're hunting on the animals, we want to make sure we're doing very accurate, precise
Air
shots.
gunning is fun stuff.
This thing is awesome. Already taken 6 shots there. So 3 on high and 3 on the low.
Oh boy. I know for a fact, and I've been curious about a video that I haven't gotten to watch yet. Okay, let me do this. Just go through here. Mystic says, thinking the inside comes, or weaker, allowing it to build. you, you come up with some of the funniest, strangest things, Mystic. Where is it? Okay, hold on. Let me go back to my channel and my subscriptions. There he is. DG Outdoors and May 98. They took a walk through their forest.
If they found one,
I did
and then
start
they try to
watching it.
stalk that bird. Sometimes they're walking, calling like a hen, trying to sound like turkeys walking through the
He's
woods
my
to
good
get the
friend,
gobble out
DG
of the
Outdoors
turkey,
from
and that's what we're doing, literally.
Indiana.
Is walking these ridges here on public land and just trying to find where the turkeys are at. You know, I got what's today?
He's getting himself
14th?
ready for his turkey hunt.
Yeah, 14th.
14th. I got till the 27th to scout turkeys. Saturday's gonna be a scouting video at my mom and dad's house. And then actually, I'm going hunting the 27th here on public land, but I think the 8th of May, I'm taking her turkey hunting at my parents' house with my bow. So that'll be fun, sit in the blind to try to call some turkeys. But we're going to keep scouting a little bit. So, and we're still not finding any mushrooms, are we? There might be one over there on that side.
Did you guys ever find any mushrooms?
Is there mushrooms over here?
I don't know if May's still here or not.
Nope.
Turn and look behind you, turkey.
Doesn't look like it. Might still be a little cold out. The guy I work with said he went out yesterday before the tornado that actually touched down in the town that we live in. But he said he didn't see any mushrooms either. Which way you want to go? It's your call.
You want to just keep following the stream?
Yeah, we can do that. The way it's easier to find our way out. Cool. This might be where I turkey hunt at too. Don't fall.
Careful, May. Good people. Good, very good people. That was crow call. There's that turkey also. I don't know calls.
We're still walking this creek bed here. Really pretty. It's pretty flat through here, so.
So crow call?
Pretty easy to walk. I just got caught on a tree limb.
It's a beautiful country out there in Indiana. After a tornado, I'll be raining. It'll be raining basically.
Or definitely some kind of trail that goes right here where I'm walking. Deer trail, some kind of trail.
Mystic.
It's really pretty through here though. I'm gonna strike up a turkey call real quick.
Inclined defrocked turkeys. What is a defrocked turkey?
This is the Quaker Boy Turkey Thugs glass call. Bought it at Walmart a couple years ago. Dude on the bottom here gives it a high pitch sound.
Strange how it works, but I guess those things work.
And then this one does it
Mystic says, do turkeys answer to crow calls?
Maybe there's no turkeys here. Maybe there is turkeys here, it's just
what call does
in
a
the
40
evening.
pound
I haven't had a chance
skip?
to get out here and scout in the morning because it's been raining.
I don't want to find out.
Like I was going to do it with you last Tuesday and go turkey scouting. Or was it
Yeah,
Friday?
I don't want to find out what a 40-pound mouse sounds like.
Come on, work.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
How's that crow call work?
You want to use the crow call?
Sure.
All right. The reason that you use a crow call is because it'll get the turkeys to do what they call a shot gobble, which is a locator call. For that, the crow call is a locator call, so you can pinpoint where the turkeys are.
Ah.
Don't be afraid to blow hard on that thing.
Good job, Mimi.
Woodpecker? That's a woodpecker. We got some kind of response out of it. Let's keep walking a little bit. There's pine forest over here, and then we'll probably get ready to go because we don't want to get lost in the woods. But it's real pretty in here. So we just heard some crows over here, so maybe there's turkeys in there. We don't know yet, and we'll give it one last call. Still haven't heard any gobbles yet, so we don't know. But it is fun just to be out here walking around. So.
Very cool, very cool. DG Outdoors.
It's very pretty in here. Turned into a pine forest. But
I know you can't easy stalk turkeys.
you'll get better with it the more you
They
practice.
hear you and take off. Yeah. Yeah, they're very sketchy little critters. Very
That's all
sketchy fowl.
But guys,
That sounds like a lost turkey. Like,
all right.
yeah, it sounded right.
All right.
All right, guys. So yeah.
That was DG Outdoors at May 98. Now here's one I've been waiting to watch.
Your reality ends here.
Used to do a round table with the American Air Gunner.
All right, where is that gun?
Tyler Patner from Pyramid Air.
Hey friends, how you doing? Tyler Patner. We're back again with another installment where Tom Gaylord and I, the godfather of air guns himself, talk all things air guns. Today we are talking about long-range air gunning, where it started, where it's come to now, what long range was like 10 years ago when I got into this, because let me tell you, it's changed quite a bit. Anyway, settle in, hope you enjoy the video, throw us a like if you do, comment down below, let us know what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you at the end. Now, where's that gun? So,
Yeah.
long-range shooting. Obviously, it's become more of a thing over the last couple of years. You know, you got a bunch of competitions all over the place.
Yeah.
100-yard bench rest is now a thing.
Money.
Hey, you know, you gotta do something to bring the folks in, right?
Sure.
Makes it interesting too.
It does.
But where did this all start?
Well, Tyler, I would love to lie and tell you I know. But the truth of the matter is, it probably started a lot earlier than what I'm about to say. But I do know this. In the 1920s, centerfire rifle ammunition was getting faster and faster and more accurate. The 253,000 had just gone, or was about to go, 3,000 feet per second. Oh boy, that was a big deal. The 22 Hornet, which is a 22 centerfire, they were trying to shoot 1-inch groups at 100 yards. That was a big deal. Sure. And you could if you really worked at it. Well, as time went on into the 30s and 40s, the groups got smaller and smaller. And finally today we have 35-pound rail guns that they talk about tenths of an inch groups.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you still got them.
But that 1 inch group, that just seems to be the holy grail. So along comes the 22 long rifle. Well, they aren't shooting groups at 100 yards,
Right.
but then they started to. Maybe in the 50s and 60s, there were some the target guns were older than that, but guys were trying to shoot smaller and smaller groups, and they just stretched the distance out. 25 yards, 50 yards, and the Holy Grail was 100 yards again.
Center
trying
fire,
to shoot
rim
those
fire,
1 inch groups.
and air guns.
Well, now we have air guns that
Different
are
creatures.
shooting 1 inch groups and better at 100 yards.
Blood
Now,
Ops, welcome
it
to the
sounds
stream,
like
my friend. Welcome.
water under the bridge, nothing's changed. But the matter of fact, we've gone from center fires to rim fires to air guns.
Right.
A lot's changed.
I'll tell you, when I got into air guns like 12 or 13 years ago, you were talking about pre-charged guns shooting at max 50 yards.
Right.
And
Yeah.
for anything to shoot sub 1 inch at 50 yards was like, wow.
Now
And there were a
we're
lot
going
of guns that
out
could do
200
that and do
yards.
better than that at the time. Your high-end $1,000 PCPs, which was kind of the highest, as far as sporting guns
says
go
turkey stock
at that
secret
point in
is
time.
to be
Those were
there
guns
ahead
that
of
were
time
capable of
regular route.
3/4 of an inch, maybe half inch on a really good windless day.
Exactly.
And
Try getting
I
down
look at
before
in
it
just a handful of years how far that got pushed and how quickly, where
I heard they're pretty
I've
private.
shot
They don't get
3/4
those
inch
things
groups
out.
at 100 yards, indoors, no wind,
called investigative
and
work.
it's just like,
Sitting your ass in a blind
Yeah, wow.
someplace and
Yeah.
just hoping.
And look what it's done to the guns. I always talk about the 4 small bore calibers, 177, 20, 22, and 25, but we're shooting 30s.
yep,
And we're shooting bigger.
Yep.
But the 30 is kind of like the new deal. The 30 on a nice day and the 25, they kind of vie for position. But the 30 is where most guys like it.
yeah. Well, it does a really great job of consistency in the wind,
Right.
And not to say that
I've
the
been
25
watching,
and even some
Tom
of those
Gaylor for a
heavier
long
22s
time.
don't do a good job of it.
goes
But
out
the
some
30,
great,
at least in my
excellent
experience, is a
advice,
bit
guys.
more predictable in that wind. But there's so many great options now, and sure, like the cost of the guns has come up. Some of the features on a lot of those guns have come up quite a bit too. With your adjustable regulators and just having a regulator and everything to begin with is a thing now. There are a lot of those features that have been really elevated to a point where the performance of the guns is consistent enough to be that good that far. And now
Science
you
of
have guys,
air guns
especially as we've seen
being
air gun
massive.
slugs come along, which not a competition thing yet, at least in bench rest, but that's really pushing what most of us, probably you, for me for sure, thought were even possible with a small bore.
Those ancient
Absolutely.
grizzlies,
Yeah.
they're crazy
Yeah,
out of my
slugs, are you
club.
kidding? 10 yards. Maybe 20.
Yeah.
But no,
34 grain, I'm
not
getting up
not
to
100 yards. And
down foot pounds.
my blog readers want me to shoot slugs at 100 yards. I just want to shoot at 100 yards.
Right.
That to me is still a challenge. I do better with big bores at 100 than I do with small bores.
I've never shot more than 50
But
yards.
I don't do what some of these, and you talk about these guys and the guns, how they've gotten better and better.
Did
How
the
about
Tiny
these
Rat
monster
Challenge
magazines that hold
Flat Broke
so
Air Gunner
many
with the
pellets?
Santa Claus Eagle Claw
And
at
the
50.
guns are now competition guns.
Yep.
And there's a focus on that because there's a lot of money if you're a good shot.
Sure, but it's hard to be consistent. You talk about people that think that going from their backyard to a big competition like a Pyramid Air Cup and RMAC and EBR or whatever. The same thing applies to any competition set, by the way. Like whether it's field target, 10 meter, it doesn't matter. What you're doing at home does not apply when you have game day nerves, big money on the line, some guy you look up to from the internet sitting right 5 feet from you shooting, whatever the case may be. It's a completely different environment and a real game changer. So look, it's great to be able to shoot amazing groups in your backyard, but can you do it over a couple days of competition and end up in a money spot, right? It's very difficult.
Well, I'll tell you what I see. I see the technology, the guns, and the pellets.
I've never shot much of the high.
has
I've never shot any of the
advanced because
hybrids.
of these long-range matches.
I
look at these raw
I've shot
guns.
FX
Oh
pellets.
my gosh,
The
they're
22
so
calibers,
accurate.
but
I think I shot
I've
10
never shot
shots
anything
in 3/100ths of an inch at 25 yards. I've never done that in my life. Not with a 10-meter gun at 10 meters.
Sure.
But at 25 yards with and this is a 50, 60 caliber gun. Well, it's not just good guns. State builds good guns, Thomas, and all the other names we know.
Yeah.
The technology is advancing, and
they have
we're not all going to drive
control
Cobras, 427 Cobras. But there is a 427 Cobra. We are going to get a car that's fast. And it'll be one that we can buy, one we can afford. And that's going to happen in air guns too. Some of that technology is going to fall off those guns and stay price points that we can afford.
That's a really good
I hope
point.
so.
You know, you do start
I
to
hope
see.
so.
I remember the Pyramid Air Cup 2019 when we first
hold on,
100-yard
everybody.
bench press competition that we hosted.
Right backwards.
Umarex brought a couple guys with some gauntlets, right? And
Yeah.
everybody was kind of like,
Ha ha ha.
yeah.
I was
you
one
know.
of them.
Yeah, sure. You know, I've shot those
Gotta be
guns.
in the shop.
You get some damn good groups out of those.
Yeah, you do.
But it takes work, right? It's. I think a lot of people
about
forget that what you get with those higher end guns is a like ease of use factor that I can't quite put into words.
Yeah.
But there's something about shooting them where it's just easier to shoot well. But if you put the time in, you put the effort in, you really learn some of those less expensive guns. They can compete, and one or two guys. I think one guy actually made it into the finals. So made it out of his his group into potentially winning some money. I don't think he ended up doing it, but just to be in the final 25 people or whatever,
Sure.
competing for that with what was essentially, I think, kind of what turned into a Gauntlet 2, basically. So a $400 or $500 setup. That's pretty intriguing.
And to be fair, I remember the 2019
I want
Pyramid
to take
Air
my
Cup,
Benjamin
and we had a
Kratos to one of
crosswind
these
on
shooting
that range.
competitions.
That's a nasty,
that was
nasty
something
place.
else.
I'll get
It
myself
wasn't a
into that
20
maybe
mile
one
an hour
day.
wind, but it was gusting, and it was hard to dope the wind.
Sure. Yeah. I've been to all the venues that host the big, 100-yard bench press competitions, and none of them are easy from a wind perspective, and they all present their own difficulties and
And
challenges.
the question is, where's the wind the worst? Is it when it's close to you,
Yep.
or when it's downrange?
Oh, yeah.
And guys will argue about that.
For sure.
And you'll watch the wind flags, and some of them are blowing this way, and some of them are blowing
No,
that way.
no.
Yes. It's not so much about can you hold still, it's when are you pulling the trigger.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
I don't want to say there's a science to it, but there's definitely if you can pick out those right moments to put your scoring shots on paper, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
What we've seen across the mid-bore game, the 25s, 30s, 35s in some cases, is
That's where,
well on its way to being taken to a
the
whole other
weather
level in 177
and
and
their
22
surroundings and
by
how
some of
the
these people,
surroundings
and
are
you're starting to
behaving.
see some of those folks
Comes
engineer
into,
stuff into
play.
bigger caliber guns that are now getting used. I mean, for the first time, we saw a couple Thomas guns at some of the competitions, in 2021. It's not a platform for everybody, and predominantly is done really well in field target and in that more traditional bench rest. But now we're seeing guys shooting, some of those 22 like JSB redesigns and doing quite well, making the finals. Doing a.
And that's another good point.
See, JSB's
JSB already had a great pellet.
I got to
and
get
then they
myself
redesigned
into.
it. And I thought that was a joke. when people told me on my blog, you should shoot the redesign. Well, what the heck is that?
Right.
So I looked it up.
shot the
I'll
JSB
be
Hades.
damned. Why would they do that? I found out.
I've shot
And that,
the
by the
Hades
way, is the
and,
pellet that raw I talked about
Sure.
shot in
That's
such
it,
a
though.
tight group.
Yep.
And I come to find out that when they build
Anybody
the
else
raws,
shot
that's
those
the pellet.
exacts?
They build the 22 caliber
like them?
raw
Yep.
around. Yeah. So the technology is moving forward because of the long range. Even if you don't compete in long range, you're benefiting by it.
Absolutely. And I think the thing to understand for folks at home is that it's not You are the limiting factor.
Yep.
But even more than you, the wind will always humble you. And like I said before, it's one thing to shoot at home, maybe in the evening as the wind's calming down, and think, man, I'm going to go shoot a 250. And you get out there and you're lucky to break 200.
Right.
All right. Because the wind it just kicks all of our asses. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's about who can manage conditions the best. And and a lot of people are like, man, this is like who's got the best supercar? I don't think it's quite that. I mean, at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is always the loose nut and always has, 9 times out of 10 anyway, the best shooter is the guy at the top or the girl at the top.
Well, they seem to end up in the winner's circle all the time, don't they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you notice is if you look across, there are a lot of people that are consistently making it into the finals.
That's right.
And what most of you don't see is how much practice these people do.
Yeah.
And that's a very real thing. So if you put the time in, you're usually going to get rewarded. I really got to find this gun before this video's over. I wonder how long it's going to be. I mean, geez, I hope everybody enjoys it. But heck, I got to find this gun. I don't even remember what video number this is. I got to find this gun. I hope we have enough for...
Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, my friends. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and coming in today. And see, left-handed saying, I have all 4 exacts in 177. Soft. They're soft, huh? They deform easily in the mag. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Don't sound like a pellet that I'm going to be interested in. I don't like real soft pellets. I think this is a good place to end this stream. I've had fun with hanging with you guys and going over these new videos. And I appreciate everybody participating and coming in and saying hi and hanging out with me. It's always fun when I got people to hang out with. So, yeah, it's been a good time. I want to thank everybody for coming out. My excellent friends. See, we got in the chat. We still have. Let's see. First of all, we break for squirrel and then May 98. Thank you for coming out, guys. Mystic 22222. Thank you. And Blood Ops. Thank you for coming by, guys. This is Brian from our Ranch Air Gun Fun channel. From another one. Done. God bless you. Christy and I here at our Ranch Air Gun Fun channel, we value your friendship and we love you. Y'all take care. Again, God bless you. Y'all know the rest. Have a great day, guys.